Hello Capricorn, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Capricorn is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. If there is anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Capricorn, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And Six of Pentacles, very cooperative. This is an energy that is very much in harmony with people, that is bringing something to the table. I feel like this is a message that your financial situation is going to improve, right? That there's going to be some kind of, I kind of feel like there's going to be like unexpected money or income coming in, okay? But this is also the card of, I think, everybody sort of getting along together in a very harmonious way. I think that right now you're focused on being a team player. We did get a sort of bonus card that popped out of the deck as I was shuffling, and that's the Two of Wands, right? So it kind of feels that there is a struggle in you between like wanting to take the lead and wanting to just take it and say, I'm going to do it myself, versus kind of being part of the group, let everybody have their responsibilities, let everybody kind of, let everybody have a say. Let's try to be rather democratic about it, right? Let's be fair, and to kind of not have that, not to sort of to take over, to take control of something, okay? But when we're looking at this, the Six of Pentacles and the Two of Wands, I have a very strong feeling that this earth energy, this success that's right here, right, that's being sort of indicated by this, I feel like it's opening up a whole lot of life for you, right? Because the Two of Wands is a card of dominion. It's kind of like, this is a lot of success over here, right? I think that it's success that is, I got to start my timer. It's success that is brought about through teamwork, but it is a success that is sort of expanding your domain of life, right? It's making your life larger. It's really giving you, I think, more responsibility and more authority, and it's bringing you into, I think, a stronger position in your life. Okay, the Two of Wands, and this is kind of that bonus card that popped out. We're thinking about teamwork here, and we get this idea of you sort of being in control of more, right? It's like it's like your empire is sort of expanding here, right? It's the card of your dominion, right? All of this land, all of this world here is yours, yeah? So I find that this is really a serious jackpot for you. This is, and it's brought through the teamwork. The teamwork, I think, has to be part of it. That this is going to, I feel like, change your life completely, right? It's going to give you kind of a new set of responsibilities, perhaps. But let's put the rest of our cards. We'll keep the Two of Wands there. But we'll look at some other cards here. We have a Three of Swords, Seven of Cups, the Emperor, a Five of Cups. Ooh, an inverted Five of Swords. See, this card's upside down. And I try very hard not to have any cards, because I don't read reversals, see. So I try not to have any cards upside down in my pack. And I don't intentionally flip them around while I'm shuffling or anything like that. Some people do that, and that's fine, but I try to keep everything face up, because every card has light and shadow, right? So I don't really feel the need to invert cards, but when they come out inverted, I find them to be very, very important, okay? So we've got an inverted Five of Swords over here. We've got a Nine of Wands. And of course, there's your Cancer energy with the Knight of Cups. we've got an 8 of Wands, and we've got the 4 of Wands. Very interesting. Anytime we get the 5, what are we looking for? We're looking for the 4, right? And we do have, well, a couple of 5s, right? Thinking and feeling are changing. The way you perceive the world is changing. The world that you perceive, let's say, the world that you perceive is changing. And I think that's kind of an interesting take on it, right? That the world that you're used to is, I think, looking a lot different than it has been. Okay, let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the factor infinite and unknown. And we're going to set it down right over here. We're going to put Mr. Tao, the yin-yang duck, right there on top. We're not going to look at that card until the very end, but it will tie everything together, and it will give us the confirmation that we need. Now, if you have a prediction about that card, put it down in the comments, right? Let's exercise our intuition. Let's make it a group activity, all right? Let's take a look around the room. We've got quite a bit going on, but as far as major arcana energy goes, it's just the Emperor. And the Emperor, I think, is really, it's in your sort of past energy. It's sort of influencing the present moment. And I think that it's kind of part of the reason why we've got the 5, the 3, the 7, you know, why we've got these challenges here, because the influence from the past is to realize maybe that you've had too much control over things. You've had, too much kind of independent leadership. It kind of is indicating that the key here to your success, the key to really getting this 6 of Pentacles, which I think is a real jackpot. I think it's opening up so much in your life, is to be able to let go of that need for leadership, that need for control, and have a bit more of this kind of group team sort of effort going on, right? We talked about the 6 and the 2 there, but the 3 of Pentacles is really the sort of heartbreak, right? It's sorrow. It's a card of our memories. Yeah, it's the memory of kind of what it feels like to lose, you know. So why on earth would this be the card that is right on top of our, very successful fire and earth sort of, success here, this jackpot, right? Well, I think that it's because if there is anything that could spoil this, I think it's going to be that Emperor energy being too dominant here. Okay, the need for sort of controlling the situation. Okay, and what we see in the environment is a little bit different. We got that Cancer energy, that Knight of Cups, right? A little bit more giving, a little bit more compassionate and empathic rather than kind of dominating, right? And especially when we kind of put these 2 cards together, this is someone that really wants too much control, that wants to kind of micromanage everything. And we've had, I think, conversation, I think the last reading maybe was sort of about this a little bit, about the sort of the mountain goat being sort of the lone wolf energy of the zodiac, right? And sort of your solitary commitment to your work and your independence, which are all very great qualities. Every card has light and shadow, right? Coupled with the 2 of Wands, if we didn't have this card, we'd be saying something different about the Emperor, right? We're saying, well, maybe the key here is to take a little bit of that control, to emerge as the leader, to be in charge, to kind of whip everybody into shape, right? And be the one to organize things. But then when we have that 2 of Wands, it feels like this might be too much. It might be too much of this sort of authority type of energy for you, right? And I think it was the last reading we did where we were talking about embracing more of the kind of group effort, the team effort, allowing everybody to have a voice, allow everybody to sort of bring their talents and skills to the table, right? This is a potluck. It's not just everybody's coming over and you're the one that's cooking everything and doing everything and serving everything, and you're going to do the dishes afterwards too. It's kind of, maybe that's part of it. Maybe this isn't so much about you micromanaging or trying to kind of dominate the group, but maybe it's more about you trying to do everything yourself and the need to sort of delegate. Okay, I think the key word right now is teamwork. Finding the right team is going to really make a huge difference in your success right now. And I think it's through this kind of teamwork that you're going to realize and materialize this jackpot. This is going to be very, very good. But the Three of Swords, of course, is underneath. It's a possibility. Okay, and I think the Three of Swords really could perhaps be remedied by, thankfully, the Five of Swords inverted. Okay, which is not necessarily more discussion, the chaos of everybody sort of talking at once, right? But having a conversation that is looking for a solution, right? The key to the future is not kind of everybody talking at once, but and maybe this is, again, this sort of, it's a need for your leadership, but not exactly too much. It's a delicate, it's nuanced. Yeah. The key to the future is to strive toward a harmony of communication, of giving everybody a voice, rather than for any one person to sort of say, it's my way or the highway. All right, and I think that otherwise our heart's going to get broken. We're going to experience the loss and the sorrow, and we're not going to hit this goal. We're not going to achieve this. Underneath everything is that Seven of Cups. Okay, the Seven of Cups is, I think, a kind of sinking feeling within you. Right, it's underneath the surface, and to me that kind of feels like it's an unconscious energy. It's sort of it's kind of a feeling deep down. I think you're starting to become aware of it. The key to getting out of this, though, I feel like, is the reliance on other people, knowing that you're not alone in this effort. Now, I don't know if this is a career thing, a business thing. It does feel like there's the financial component for sure. But it could be something about family stuff. It could really be, any other kind of organization that you might be associated with. The idea here is there's this sort of quicksand, swampy, sinking type feeling. Okay? The key to this is to realize that you're not alone in that. That there are other very capable people around you that can contribute, that have their own unique skills and talents and gifts that they can bring to the table, right? It's a potluck. And that's how you're going to achieve this, I feel like, really life-changing success. It feels sort of like a business thing to me, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. Okay? The Five of Cups, up above everything, I feel like one of your main goals in life is to really just sort of be happy, to be content, you want this, if this is a financial sort of an influx of money or some financial improvement, we want that, yes, for sure. The Five of Pentacles, Five of Cups sometimes tells us that something is missing, okay? That something feels incomplete, and now I'm looking at that Four of Wands, and I feel like something becomes completed, okay? I do think, Spirit's telling me that there's something that is missing. I'm seeing like a puzzle, and there's like one piece. It's like, where's that piece, right? You're going to find it. Okay, Spirit's saying that whatever is missing right now is going to be found, and it's going to complete the picture here. We've got a lot of challenging thoughts and feelings right now. Yeah, I mean, this is a lot of air and water over here. Okay, over here we kind of get back to more fire, but it's a fire that is sort of a passionate fire, a fire that really wants to connect and bring people together. And I think that's the right usage of the fire energy in this case. But we've got, water, water. We've got air and air. We've got water over here, but this is some fiery kind of Cancerian water over here. So I do feel that there's a tendency in you perhaps to become a little bit melancholy. Okay? And I think even when things are looking very, very bright and very hopeful and really very prosperous, like the success is here, it's going to be attained. I feel that there's still this underlying kind of underlying sorrow to life, right? That kind of melancholy, yeah. And I wonder if that has to do with some of those relationships, the interpersonal relationships. We do see the key to those relationships over here, and this is a card, the Knight of Cups. It's in the position of the environment. I'm skipping around a little bit, but it's my show. I can do that. The Knight of Cups in the environment is showing you really being of service, offering your gifts. It's kind of what you are bringing to this table. Yeah, and I think that's really the key to you having the kind of family cooperative kind of thing that we see here. Having this harmony and this alignment. It's about you, I think, bringing your best qualities to the table, being very generous with your spirit, with your gift, right? The Knight of Cups is very often simply about acts of service. It's really on a very simple level. It's just being kind. It's being randomly kind to people, and I think that having a shift in your attitude from the kind of boss-like emperor to, allowing yourself to sort of to recognize some of the thoughts and feelings that you have that need to sort of reach out and connect with people, right? And that's what we've got here. And maybe some of this emperor energy is you not really being so open with your feelings all the time. Being kind of just very serious about it, trying to be stoic, trying to be like a larger than life kind of leader, But I feel that there's this need to sort of to really connect with people right now. Yeah, I feel like somebody's kind of offering you some advice in your life. And I feel that it's important that you remain open to listening to others, because I keep getting this impression that everybody's like talking at once and then nothing really gets communicated. Yeah. So I feel like even with the inverted Five of Swords here, the way forward is not so much about keeping everybody quiet so you can talk, but really you keeping everybody quiet, including yourself, so that you can listen. And maybe it's up to you to kind of keep it organized and say everybody gets the talking pillow now, so we can really listen and hear what everybody has to say in this situation, whether this is work, family, at school, whatever it is. It's important that we give everybody a turn, because I think that there are a lot of people involved in your life right now that I think everybody's looking for the same goal. Everybody wants the same thing. Like, you're all on the same page here, but nobody is really kind of listening to what other people are saying. Nobody's feeling heard. Nobody's feeling understood. And so it's a ship that's kind of sinking further, right? It's sinking down a little bit more. And if it continues that way, then I think, yeah, we've got that Three of Swords. It's going to be regrettable, because all of this success is on the table. But if we don't sort of recognize our ways, I think we're not going to get that. We're not going to attain that. I think this is the jackpot, but I would listen very close to this message, that there are other people around you that have something to say. You have something to say. It's not about you kind of taking a passive role or letting other people steamroll over you. No, it's more about the harmony. It's more about the balance that we need. Yeah. Let's talk about the path of the serpent. As we do this, I would like to ask for your subscription. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It is totally free, and it doesn't cost anything. Helps out the channel. I do appreciate that. So let's talk about the Nine of Wands down here. There's a strength. It's a Nine of Wands, your general energy. Very, very strong, right? you've got a connection with your purpose. I think that you have a connection with your internal kind of psychic realm. You kind of know what you want. You know that this is your destiny. You know what path you're on, right? And that's why you sort of do very well as the lone wolf, the kind of mountain goat, solitary kind of climbing that mountain, you know. This is not a solo climb. This is a climb that you need your climbing buddies with you on this one, okay? If you're going to really achieve what to me looks like everybody gathered around the summit of the mountain here. Yeah. This is a real strength, and sometimes it takes a real strength, a real muster of our strength to sort of back off a little bit. This is kind of the, it goes against that stereotype. If you're a strong person, then you don't show your emotions, and you don't ever show any weakness or any kind of vulnerability. That you stay kind of very serious and very, it's like an emperor that he doesn't want to have any signs of weakness because then the enemy's going to think that they've got them. But we know that strength is something other than that, right? I mean, sometimes that's what you really need. But strength is also the ability to recognize what you're thinking and feeling, what your needs are, and recognizing being strong enough to listen to what somebody else's needs are too. There's a strength in allowing yourself to sort of be open and vulnerable with your people, whether this is friends, family, coworkers, whatever. There's a strength in being humble and being a good listener, taking criticism. Yeah, that 5 of Swords. It's kind of sticking out like that sore thumb, Maybe this is a little bit of, kind of taking criticism. Maybe things have been a little bit too complex. We need to simplify. Okay. Maybe we've been a little bit too tightly wound and kind of either micromanaging or trying to sort of do everything ourselves, right? We need to be able to take the help that's offered. I think you've got people around you that trying to work as a team, there's strength in that. There's strength in you allowing yourself to be a strong link in a chain. Yeah. I feel that this is some sort of a conflict in a business thing. Okay. I think that Spirit's telling me that you've been kind of wondering if you've made the right decision. You have. But I feel that there's not enough communication going on. Okay. I think that we need to allow a little bit of change within ourselves as a show of strength, The show of strength is not about being stubborn. It's not about the refusal to move. It's not about just, I'm planting myself here and no one can push me from my beliefs, from, my resolve. No one can, influence me, right? But this is rather the strength of allowing yourself to be flexible, allowing yourself to move. We think of a reed or something like, blowing in the breeze, and that's its strength. If it was so rigid, then it would just snap in half and it'd fall over. But it's its flexibility that allows it to endure. Let's say I'm thinking of like the Nile River or something, So I think that perhaps in this group situation, there are some personality clashes. I think that everybody kind of has something that they want to say. Everybody's got their own ideas and plans and their own feelings and thoughts. And we really want this ship to, I'm going to put that down. We really want this ship to reach the shore, to reach this jackpot. We don't want things to sink. Okay. The small disagreements that we have now collectively are going to lead to this ship sinking rather than us achieving this big goal, this jackpot, So be open to the advice, be open to other people, offering their opinions, right? This is, of course, that Knight of Cups that's in your environment. This is the key to you improving the relationships in your environment. Your interactions with these people, make a kind gesture. Do something that's kind of just from the heart. It doesn't have to be a big thing. A little thing, right? People appreciate the little things. It doesn't have to just be, I bought everybody lunch last week. Now, why can't we get along? It's kind of those little droplets day to day of the kindness, those just random acts of kindness day to day, the little tiny offerings that make the most difference. It doesn't have to be that big grand gesture last year and now did y'all forget that so I think that's what this card is. It's about those little gestures, okay? Because people are receptive to that in your life right now. Okay, Spirit's saying that the little things that you're doing for these other people, for yourself, and just, in general, those little things are being noticed. Okay? And when you're not doing them, it kind of, it accumulates that too. Right? The Eight of Wands here. This is in the position of your difficulty, your obstacles here. I think the way of overcoming the obstacles in your life right now, and if all of these swords and cups are the obstacles, right? This is kind of the discord that's going on in your life right now, whether it's work, school, family, whatever. The key to getting through the difficulties, the obstacles, is to be open and to be exploring all these other possibilities, all these other good ideas that people have. It's not just your way or the highway. Everybody's got a good idea. It's kind of like we're sending scouts off in every direction. Someone says, I got this idea to do this. Yeah, go do that. See what you can make of that, and then come back and let us know, And everybody sort of does that. Everybody explores their unique ideas and talents and skills. And I think collectively, it really creates something powerful, right? Because it's kind of like, the more minds you have working on this, the more geniuses that are at work in this creative effort. If there's organization, then this is going to be, unbelievably great, right? This sort of infinite jackpot, it's going to be exponentially successful if there has to be harmony and structure and some kind of order, But it's going to be so much better than if one person just said, I have the idea, I have the plan, y'all are going to listen to me, right? Everybody is able to work together and bring their unique talents and skills. It's like a group of people working on building, I don't know, a rocket ship or something, right? That's gonna sail to the far reaches of the galaxy. You want a lot of very smart people working on that. You don't just want one person that says, I'm going to do all of it. I know what I'm doing. Everybody has their unique talents and gifts. Let everybody contribute, right, to the best of their ability. And the Four of Wands here tells me, first of all, that this sort of humanness, this obstacle here that's heart and mind, not just your heart and mind, but the hearts and minds of other people that are with you in this thing, whatever it is, that this is going to be completed, that this is going to be, there's going to be a resolve, there's going to be some flow happening. There's going to be a little bit of harmony here. This is kind of a wheel that it's like, hey, we're getting it turning now. Everybody's working together. Everybody's cooperating. Everybody's pushing when they need to push. Everybody's pulling when they need to pull. And the wheel's going round and round and round. It's kind of like every cell in your body has to really be working together. There has to be this kind of... you think about the human body, right? Just how much harmony there is for the blood to be flowing in the right way, and the cells are doing their stuff, and I don't even know, the organs are doing their stuff. It's kind of fascinating. I love physiology and biology and stuff like that, right? It's just so fascinating that everything is just sort of working together, and here, I am kind of sitting behind these eyes, like experiencing this. Of course, it's not always that harmonious. Sometimes something doesn't quite work well with the rest of the team, and you get an illness or an injury, or there's a tummy ache, right? Or you get some acid reflux or whatever. But when there is that harmony, it's just, it feels so satisfying. you know. And I think it's, I don't know, you know, God, the creator, nature, the universe, whatever you want to say. I think there's a reason why we feel good when things are good, when things are working in harmony. You know, it brings some kind of, I don't know if it's like a dopamine hit or whatever, but it really feels good when, well, when your body is working in harmony, right? It creates some kind of almost a euphoric feeling. The same thing in a group. When you're in a group that's working in harmony, working together, there's this resonance. It feels good, makes you want to keep doing it, right? And I think that's what the Four of Wands is really talking about right now, that you need to be relying on other people and letting them know too that they can rely on you. Okay, it's really about improving that communication with everybody. Okay, I feel like this major jackpot is coming. I feel as if it's the harmony and the teamwork that's going to bring that jackpot about in the very near future. I want to look at the mystery card. What do we have? Maybe some more earth energy, right? That's what we need, right? More earth. I want to see, well, Wheel of Fortune maybe. Yeah, I think that would be good. We might get the Chariot. We might even get a call back to your Devil energy, your Capricorn power card. Let's see. Put your prediction down in the comments. Now's your chance to do that. Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is kind of clinging to what we have, right? I feel that this is a kind of a knot that we've got to release, you know? I kind of feel that the stress of this situation is starting to affect you physically, you know, health-wise, like you're just kind of not feeling so good over it. Spirit's saying that you have to be able to let go. Spirit says that whatever you're clinging to right now, let go of it. I don't know if there's the clinging to control, clinging to your idea is the best idea or the only idea, right? Clinging to that sort of thing. But Spirit says you've got to let go, right? You've got to let go because this has the potential to really make everybody very, very happy, very, very rich. Maybe there's this financial thing that keeps coming back in. I feel like the only delay in this is just sort of the disharmony and the discord between people, because it feels like you need to let go of something, but I don't know if this is necessarily all you or if there's something else that somebody is sort of holding on to and they don't want to part with it. That's the vibe I'm getting. Yeah. But again, anytime we see a 5, we're looking for the 4, right? So I feel this card is also kind of talking about the stability of things, talking about some of these 5s stabilizing, right? Calming down. What we really want is that 6. In order to get to the 6, we've got to bring that 5 down to a 4. We can go from 4 to 6, you know, count. I know it's kind of, my math is kind of weird, but basically I feel that we need to get things into a working order in order to achieve that jackpot, that really great success. First, we got to get the teamwork going. We've got to try to, we've got to try to kind of not be so stubborn with something. Yeah, this is an interesting thing, especially with the water and the air. This is something internal, something that you're kind of it's like you're not willing to part with it. Spirit keeps telling me they need to let go, they need to let go, they need to let go. Okay. We're going to do an extended reading if you want to stick around. There is a link up top. There's one down below. New readings for Capricorn, Thursdays and Sundays. Be sure to watch both readings. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It is totally free. Leave a comment. Let me know where in the world you're watching from. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you, and we're all in this together.